This week's spotlight on Swissvale is behind the scenes at the library, how books get on the shelf. First step is putting on stickers, the physical processing part of it, making it a library book. Today we're going to be working with Hair Love, which is an adorable picture book that you should totally read. First things first, our processor puts on the barcode. This is the unique identifier that sets this book apart from any other book in Allegheny County. And then, because we need to be careful about these things, we're putting on some protective tape over it so it doesn't peel off like a banana sticker. See? Next up is the Swissvale sticker, and this sets it apart easily as belonging to the Carnegie Free Library of Swissvale, as opposed to any other library in the county or indeed the world. And this also needs to be set with tape. Although in this case, we have to cut off the precise amount of tape because, hey, it's not like it is standard size. Our processor is very careful about making sure that the tape fits on perfectly without leaving any bubbles or anything that could cause it to fall off prematurely. See? All right, next step is the call number. And the call number is the identifier that lets us see what the book is or which order it goes in and such. For picture books, honestly, the call number and identifiers are a little more loose, but it's still nice to see that, this book goes on the picture book shelf and the author is a last name starting with C. And of course, this also requires some very strong and protective tape. That's pretty much all of the external stickers. We're also not using the dust jacket here because it's another hassle that we don't necessarily need, and this is a pretty gorgeous cover on its own, even without the dust jacket. And there is the spine. Next up, we find a good spot to open things on the inside, and we have an internal sticker that we put to identify this as a Swissvale Library item, and it also has our address in case anybody loses it. After that, we're going to be writing some information in the spine where you can barely see it. When we got this, how much it costs in case anybody needs to replace it, and, of course, what its call number is. Please do not write in a library book. And with that, we are done with the physical processing side of things. Next up is cataloging. And basically, cataloging is when we put the books and items into the computer. First thing that our cataloger does is to look up and see if anybody else has this book, which she's using to scan the ISBN code outside of the book. And then she looks at the information that our processor has put on it and adds a lot of information here. Basically, call number, where it is, like specifically where to find it. For instance, this belongs in the picture book section. And also any other identifying information that we need to put on the book. Yeah. And of course the barcode number. That way the catalog knows what the book is and what the book's associated with. And then after she's done with all of this, she'll sign with her initials, which will let people know who to talk to if anything goes wrong or if we need to get another. After she's done with all of that, she checks in the item to make sure that the catalog knows, hey, this book is no longer in processing, it's ready to be on the shelf. And because she is meticulous, she also double checks it back in the cataloging software, as she's doing here. Ta-da! Its status is available, and now it is ready for shelving. The book is now going to go to its new home on the shelf. It is all ready. Yay! Welcome, new library book. And I'm taking it and walking to the children's room. And there's picture book shelves, A books, B books, more B books, and C books. Author is Cherry. The call number starts with C, so we are putting it on the shelf with the rest of the C books. Ta-da! Right there. And that is how a book gets to the shelf. Enjoy. Have a good